guys, welcome to Mind Made Up. My name's Alex. On this channel I talk about beauty, and I try to do it in a mindful way, but sometimes it's just not that serious either. If you're wondering why I only have one eye done of eyeshadow, it's because I'm putting this palette to the test. It is the little one from Lawless, and I just wanted to see how it compares to a tried and true Anastasia Soft Glam. Now this is a clean beauty product, which is something that it's kind of been marketed towards us more so lately. People are getting it more into it now. Clean does not necessarily mean better, just a forewarning. There's oftentimes a lot of fragrant essential oils in certain products, and essential oils, while natural, they're not always that great for the skin. Just a tip. I feel like we also think of clean beauty more in the sense of like more natural looking makeup. So I wanted to do something that I would do more like for going out. So this eye is a little bit smokier. Did it with this palette. I'm gonna see if I can recreate it with the little one palette. Now, while I do like this palette, I have noticed just generally that eyeshadows from natural-ish brands, they always seem to be a little bit more chalky. I don't know if it's the fact that they don't have talc in them, but they just don't perform in the same way. So I'm going to see how close I can get to this eye on this side using this palette. So for this look I used burnt orange. Apologies for my nails. I was doing something with turmeric the other day and like this side, my hand is just stained yellow. It just looks really gross. Anyway, so I did this color, what else? Sienna, and this, and a little bit of black for liner. So I'm going to recreate that on this side with this shade, this shade, this shade, and this shade. And I've never actually pitted them against each other, so I don't know how this is going to compare. So let's just go ahead and find out. How are you guys doing in quarantine, by the way? I'm working from home and it's just been, I'm very grateful to still be working. And I'm introverted, so it doesn't bother me as much. I just feel like I'm even lazier than I was before. Like, I literally will roll out of bed, go log into my laptop, and not even shower. Sometimes for 2 days I won't shower anymore. I'm just like, who am I? So right off the bat, I just want to point out that this shadow, I can already tell, is much less pigmented than the Anastasia one. If I dip into that, you see a little bit. If I go into the Anastasia, same amount of pressure, it just feels so much smoother and creamier. So I'll just show you an example. Like, that is one little swatch, not trying to do it nicely. Shadow from Lawless. Look how much lighter it is. That's what I mean about a lot of the natural shadow brands that I've tried so far. They just don't pack that same punch. But it doesn't really matter if you can get to the same result, it's just more about the process. Like, obviously you can build, and some people, might actually enjoy the fact that things might not be as pigmented, because that means that you're less likely to actually go too far with something and, mess it up or do something that you can't correct. Okay, so then I'm just going to go in with this shade here, and I'm going to take it on the outer corner. Okay, so that one is actually nice. It has a lot of pigment. And now I'm just going to blend. How I got interested in clean beauty is because I was actually reading a book about hormone health. Because I just know that I have some problems and I don't want to, I like to do my own research and then decide if I'm going to go to the doctor, which sounds horrible, but like, I just don't want to go. So, yeah, I know that I have probably messed up hormones, which is not good. But I've been doing some reading and there's like a lot of chemicals that are in certain products that can you know, just be bad for the female reproductive system. So I'm trying to reduce any way I can. Like, I'm trying not to use plastics anymore for my food containers. I'm trying to get rid of parabens in all products because they can be endocrine disruptors. And I want to treat it almost like a diet. Like, if I was going to be eating really healthy, it would be like I'd be using this for the majority of the time. But, you know, sometimes I just want to, like, you know, have a cheat meal, and then I use this, like, for special occasions and going out and stuff like that. So that's my philosophy on it so far. Things could change, though. Okay, so I like this so far. I just used my finger for the gold shade, so I'm going to do that on this side, too. You know, this one's actually not bad. It's kind of creamy. Oh, and I also brought some eyeshadow down here, which I don't usually do, but for whatever reason I decided to today, so let's do that. I'm just going to take this Burt's Bees liner and tight line. And then what I did is a smoky liner, so I'm just taking the black shade in here. So we're just going to line first. And what I did is go over with my other brush, because this isn't really supposed to look like a liner. That's not really the look I'm going for. I'm just going for a little bit of subtle definition with a wing. If you see on this side, it's smoky, but it all kinds of like washes together. It's not, my makeup style typically isn't like cut crease and just like really defined stuff. I like more of a, you know, blended look, which probably means like blending it too much together, but you know. Okay, so that's that. That was easy. Now I'm going to use the Tarte Surfer Curl mascara. This is also a clean beauty product, which I love this mascara. It's really good. It's nice when you can find things that you really like, because the performance of clean beauty products, from what I found, can be a lot different. Some of them are geared to like a really natural look, which is not really my thing. So yeah, it's just kind of, it's difficult kind of at first to replace all your favorite products, especially because I really like drugstore products too. I'm one of those people that like enjoys going into the drugstore and having those like hidden gem products that like cost next to nothing, but I just love them. Like some of my favorite foundations and concealer from the drugstore. Like I just love Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I don't know, I just think it's the perfect, I don't know, I just feel like it's the perfect mix of like some coverage, but it looks nice. And it's not too heavy. It's got parabens in it though. And yes, I know there's some controversy about parabens because they are a preservative and like you do need to preserve the product. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. Like, wouldn't, if there could potentially be some negative side effects from them, wouldn't you want to reduce them? You know? Even if it might not be as bad as some say. It's like aluminum. I feel like everybody's really jumped on that train, like no aluminum in deodorant. But I'm pretty sure the scientific community still says that it's like okay for you to use it, so it's really just a matter of personal preference. Okay, so what do you guys think? Can you tell a huge difference in the quality? Because I think it turned out very similar. Yeah, I like it. I like this palette. I love this palette just because it's compact, it's easy to travel with. I mean, none of us are really traveling right now anyway. But I just enjoy smaller palettes, which is kind of, I think maybe we'll start coming back around to that. I just think they're practical. I don't, this is a controversial opinion probably, but I don't like having an excessive amount of product. people are like, oh, but like the eyeshadow pans are small, and like, yeah, but if you're a beauty person, collector, how often are you actually using up a full palette and hitting pan on stuff? Like, you don't want to have so much product that you can't possibly use it, because then it's just a waste. And it's gonna expire by the time you can use it up. So I'm leaning more towards smaller products going forward. Yeah, and I'm cool with it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out more videos from me, I will leave one here. And if you want to see when I upload next, just remember to subscribe. Also, let me know your thoughts down below on clean beauty. Are you into it? Are you getting into it? Have you tried some? Do you have a better eyeshadow recommendation for me? Let me know. Alright, thanks so much for watching, and I want you to remember, don't just make up your face, make up your mind too, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, you can't even see. Wow, I swatched that in such a way that you cannot even see it. Gotta be very careful about showing my armpit here, because I can't remember the last time I shaved. But I think you can just get the same look generally. Wow, my voice, I am falling apart. Did you hear that voice crack? Like, what is this, puberty? Okay.